Hey guys, it's your girl Dawn Ruby. I'm back with another reaction video, and you can see by the title, I'm reacting to many rappers who, well, major rappers who disappeared in Young Twist.
There was a certain era of hip hop that gave us fun and innovative hits back to back. There were songs to make you dance, songs to blast in your car or in the club. It was a time when Lil Wayne was taking all the hottest records and putting his stamp on them for his The Drought-Free mixtape. Sometimes called the ringtone era. It was a time where if you got a call, you could jam to your favorite tune at the same time. But as influential as these songs were, the artists who made them struggled for various reasons to recreate the impact that their debuts created. Here's some of our favorite rap songs of the early 2000s and what happened to their creators. Rich Boy, Throw Some D's.
That's my first one.
Rich Boy was one of the only rappers of the 2000s who held it down for Alabama. In 2006, his debut single, Throw Some D's, an ode to his brand new Cadillac with candy paint and gator skin seats, was one of the top songs of the summer. In 2007, Rich Boy, born Maurice Richard, won Rookie of the Year at the BET Hip Hop Awards and became a member of the inaugural XXL freshman class. Unfortunately, Rich Boy would fail to follow up on the success of his debut single. He did continue to release music, and it was worth noting that Good Things featuring Polo the Don and Carrie Hilson
that was his only song that I knew.
But nothing else was met with the same enthusiasm as his first song. His last album titled Featuring came out in 2015, and arrest in 2022 led fans to question the well-being of the Mobile rapper. Damn. Until then, he was still rapping locally and always well-dressed when he appeared online. Richards was charged with 2 counts of third-degree domestic violence.
Excuse me, yeah, but that's the only song I know about him. Those are these one that. They think he's definitely the definition of a one-hit wonder. He made that one hit, but he still made music. So I don't know. Maybe people just didn't like the music. It could be that.
Richards was charged with 2 counts of third-degree domestic violence. According to the local news, the arrest came after an altercation with his own parents. Soon after, there were videos circulating the internet displaying Richards behaving erratically and not looking himself. Rich Boy has been pretty quiet on his socials since December of 2022. When he does post, it seems his fans are eager for him to come back. In any case, he'll always be known for shaking things up with his Southern classic. Jaquan Tipsy. 5 years after being homeless at 12 years old, this St. Louis native's life changed when he released his debut single, Tipsy. Under the leadership of Jermaine Dupri and L.A. Reid, Jaquan became the next big thing. He had everybody in the club getting tipsy, even though he wasn't even old enough to drink. At just 17 years old, he had his hit song that skyrocketed up the charts and became a house party favorite.
Not him being 17.
But what happened after Tipsy? In 2005, his label Arista merged with J Records, and subsequently, Jaquan was left without clarification on what was next for his career. The rapper released 3 more albums in 2009 and 2010. The grittier track, Hood Hop, is arguably the people's favorite Jaquan song, but it didn't receive the same mainstream success. In 2010, his new label reported that the 22-year-old had gone missing. After not hearing from him for almost a month, they released a statement revealing that they were increasingly worried about him and wanted to make sure he was okay. The next day, Jaquan's PR representative released a statement on behalf of his friend and manager, Dorian Washington, who announced, "I'm happy to let everyone know that I spoke with Jaquan today, and he is okay. He was taking some time to himself, as he sometimes does, not realizing that people will start to worry after a while. We are relieved to know he'll be all right." Washington would later reveal that Jaquan was struggling to adjust to his dwindling fame and fortune after Tipsy's success. In 2020, Jaquan revealed to BET that he left the industry on his own terms once things no longer aligned for him. Above all, he's at peace with how things turned out. He was able to have fame and fortune his way, and he gives all the credit to God. Mims, this is why I'm hot.
Some people just want to like,
I'm fly. You ain't cause you not.
They blow up and they make a certain amount of money. They just fine with that.
You can probably finish that iconic lyric.
Which is cool.
Sean
like, if I have enough money for the rest of my life to just be...
made sure that people everywhere will finally hear him on his mainstream debut single, This Is Why I'm Hot. The New York native told Stereogum in 2017, "My career has always kind of been a little out of the norm because it took a Southern style record for a New York MC to get recognition. I was this kind of bubblegumish rapper who didn't have much lyrical content. I did that on purpose because the music that I had been working on didn't work out for me."
Sometimes
Mims had a huge deal with Capitol Records in 2007 and had the #1 song in the country. But the income that should have come with being one of the biggest in the game didn't quite add up. And the second album, everything about that went horribly bad between my relationship with the label, that after the process, I decided I would never, ever be signed to another record label again. 10 years later, he created an app to help connect producers and artists.
What's that?
He won a $50,000 prize at a tech startup competition and received $1 million in funding. I wanted to democratize the way music works. Give the power back to the artists and the producers. I want artists to have an outlet for their music that isn't there traditionally unless you have a major label.
Because these labels...
When asked about why he left music, he maintains, I could have continued to create content and be part of the system. I decided to walk away on my own. Even though I left millions of dollars on the table, I walked away with my integrity. Young B, Chicken Noodle Soup, another legendary track out of New York. In 2006, DJ Webstar took over the city with a fun, bass-heavy recorded, and 14-year-old Bianca Dupree, who was known as Young B, was the voice behind the track. Listeners follow her instructions to let it rain and clear it out with the dance that mimicked the action. This song had a big impact on the era of the light feet dances. Chicken Noodle Soup was the lead single on Webstar's debut album, Caught in the Web, and it peaked at number 45 on the Billboard Hot 100. After he signed with Universal Records, the song became a hit around the country. 10 years before TikTok, kids from all over uploaded YouTube videos of their best attempts at the Chicken Noodle Soup. One day after Rucker, Hot 97 was there. Young B, who now goes by Bianca Bunny, recalls, they played Chicken Noodle Soup and it started raining, and the kids kept dancing. That's when people knew this was going crazy.
I thought it's still going crazy. You play it right now, bro?
This organically lit thing that you couldn't explain. The impact of the song still stands today with the 2019 remake by K-pop boy band BTS and Becky G.
What?
The virility of the remake led to the trending Twitter topic, Thank You Bianca, which honors her as originator. I created something that keeps reinventing itself and keeps me relevant 13 years later, which is amazing to me.
Hello?
It's just different. Chicken Noodle Soup hit different, the rapper told Billboard. Before the self-proclaimed Queen of Harlem joined the cast of Love and Hip Hop in 2015, we hadn't heard much from her since Chicken Noodle Soup. Since the show, she's appeared on other reality series including Marriage Boot Camp, became a mother in 2020, and is working on new music. I'm redefining myself through the music and through the visuals and staying connected with my fans. They see the growth, they see the progression, and look, I'm still creating history somehow. Huey, Pop, Lock, and Drop It. Another St. Louis legend who created a dance craze that had the ladies dropping it low in 2006. At 17 years old, Huey was signed to Myth Hits label, Hits Committee, and Pop, Lock, and Drop It became a chart topper. From his debut album, Pop, Lock, and Drop It ended up going double platinum. Huey told USA Today in 2007, I was just making a song that females could dance to. To this day, when you hear that repetitive beat come in, followed by Huey directing the lady to toot that thing up, it's almost certain that you'll find them doing as they're told. Pop, Lock, and Drop It is a irresistible call to the dance floor. Although he fought hard to not be considered a one-hit wonder, beef with Nelly, label disputes, and a brush with death in a drive-by shooting took a toll on his career. He attempted a comeback with his 2010 album, Redemption, and single Smile and Wave, featuring DeRoe, but it wouldn't recreate the impact of his debut. Huey dropped 2 more mixtapes and even signed with Waka Flocka's Brick Squad, Monopoly, before his ultimately death in 2020. At 31 years old, he was shot in his hometown and pronounced dead upon arrival at a local hospital. Music executive Quayshawn Carter confirmed the news to Pitchfork. He had just started another business. He was getting into upscale clothing and was working out. And he was happy. His passing is a tragic loss to the hip-hop world. Jibbs, Chain Hang Low. At 14 years...
Okay, but that shocked the hell out of me. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, did I hear that? No, that's a different rock.
Don't have to be scared. Spraying Flonase daily gives you
he really had him a hit though. Like, to be honest, that's a hit. Like, they could still play that right now. Everybody going crazy.
Jibbs, Hang Low. At 14 years old, Jibbs signed to Geffen Records, home to artists like 50 Cent and Akon at the time. In 2006, Chain Hang Low was released and became the most downloaded rap song of the year, putting a hip-hop spin on the children's song, Do Your Ears Hang Low. Chain Hang Low peaked at number 7 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart. Follow-up singles, Go Too Far, and Smile failed to gain traction. In June 2012, Jibbs released a free album titled Back to the American Dream. During an Instagram live stream, Jibbs told his fans, "People think I was just a one-hit wonder or a two-hit wonder. If a real Jibbs fan you know, I had more than 2 songs. I had more than 3 songs. I had more than 4 songs."
That's so true. Some people...
This wasn't no one-hit wonder shit. The King Kong rapper is still active on social media as at...
Some people's definition of a one-hit wonder is like somebody who just makes one song and just... That's my definition. You make one song, you don't make no more other songs. You know what I'm saying? That's my definition of a one-hit wonder. That's your only hit you have. I feel like some people just fall off. You know what I'm saying? After they one hit, they fall off. They could have other hits. It's just that we're not listening. Because, you know?
Jibbs the rapper.
It's that we not listening. Some people do be having hits, but we don't listen.
And a business owner. Shop Boys, Party Like a Rock Star.
Oh, see,
before Lil Wayne's
you don't gotta rap.
Popularized rappers experimenting with
you ain't gotta rap after this song. You ain't gotta rap. You good.
Came on the scene in 2007 from the debut album Rockstar Mentality. Meanie, Fat, and Sheed had the world screaming "Totally Dude" with their hit single "Party Like a Rock Star."
I feel like half of these songs you ain't gotta rap after. These are hits, bro. Like you're bro. You still playing
2007. It earned 13 award nominations and won BET Award for Best Track in 2007 and Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group in 2008.
Like,
from the projects of Bankhead to winning Grammys, it took a while for the group to get adjusted to national notoriety. They didn't even attend the Grammys when they were nominated, assuming that they wouldn't win. They released follow-up singles, They Like Me and Up Through There in 2008. Both were commercially unsuccessful. But what happened after failed attempts to keep up their rockstar momentum? She told Vice in 2015, "We were still putting music out, and a lot of opportunities that we had, we were turning them down. They were trying to do 360 deals and stuff like that. So we decided we'll just be independent." The Shop Boys returned to Atlanta nightlife scene. They continue to produce music for local DJs. They told Dirty Glove Bastards in 2020, "If you're looking for them these days, they'll be in the hottest Atlanta clubs." There's something to be said about artists who didn't have the longest careers, but made music so impactful that you want to revisit it nearly 20 years later. We may look back and laugh, dance, or cringe at things we used to enjoy, but the memories they leave us with are priceless. And for that, we have to salute all the artists on this list and the ones we didn't get to. They gave us something special to look back on and made their marks on culture forever. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. Follow Comedy Hype.
Yeah, they probably couldn't keep up with it, but they all made a hit. But like these songs still being played to this day, so it's like I feel like you really fell off if people don't like listen to your music. Like you just a one hit wonder. People don't listen to it no more. Like you know what I'm saying? But if people could go back right now, listen to it. If I hear all these songs, they play on the radio. They play it in the clubs. Like it's like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like these are not. I mean, they are. Damn, I don't like to call people one hit wonders because like you never know. We just don't go listen to their music. But they did fell off, but they still got them hits. But if you got like this reaction, you're going to do like, comment, subscribe, and subscribe to that post notification bell on so you know when I upload a new video, and I'll see you in the next video.